How does a fluffy middle-aged hiker get ready to hike the Appalachian Trail to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals? Not by lying on the couch eating bonbons, I'll tell you that. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Canadian Bacon, and I want to thank you for continuing to watch the videos to help support this endeavor to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. As always, the link is in the description below. And please remember that anytime you donate, it goes to your local children's hospital. Okay, so I have procrastinated and debated about how to present the training videos. So the training videos will happen in two parts. Part one, which is today, will focus on what I've been doing for the last year to prepare. It's my most vulnerable video since I've chosen to show you what I do versus just tell you what I do. And training video 2 will come out in a day or 2 or 3, and it's all about the last 5 years of taking myself from a really unhealthy couch potato just after my cancer treatment to where I'm at today. So today we're going to go into the training regime that I have been living with for the last year and a bit. I knew that I would have to turn to someone with far more experience than myself in the Getting Fit for Trail department. So enter Lee Welton of Trailside Fitness. He's a former Pacific Crest Trail thru-hiker and most recently a thru-hiker of the Pacific Northwest Trail. I've put his links in the description below, but he was 100% the right person to help me get into as good a shape as I could before starting the trail. Lee understands with his physiotherapy background that it is as much strength training as it is cardio, as it is recovery. Lee had a comprehensive questionnaire at the beginning to know about all my youthful mishaps, like sprained ankles, popped kneecaps, surgeries, and all that stuff. So training started with some basic physical testing. The test is comprised of 9 exercises, all to be completed in sequence. The first one was a 3-minute step test that logs your resting heart rate after doing the 3 minutes of stepping, and then to a metronome, by the way, and then your heart rate after a minute to show the recovery rate. So the lower your heart rate at the end and the bigger difference between the highest heart rate and the lowest is an indication of your heart rate recovery and it's being more efficient. So it's your heart is doing what you need it to do when you need to expend energy. So then you go right into an ankle dorsiflexion, which is how strong and flexible your ankles are. The aim is to be able to stretch your knee between 3 and 5 inches over your toe. Then it's right into as many squats as you can handle at once. Lee is ever so forgiving, saying that if you make it to 100, you can stop. Then it's on to testing your shins by standing straight and lifting your toes as many times as you can, followed by the heel raise. So standing on one foot, go up onto your toes as many times as you can on each leg until your calves are on fire and you feel like you're going to collapse. This is followed quickly by pistol squats. What a treat! So everything's already on fire. So now let's get the quads and the knees and the glutes involved. So I use my workout bench for that one and try to do as many single leg sit to stand as I can. Now we're really having fun, so why not hold a side plank for as long as you can on each side. Personally, these are my most hated exercise. They will forever be my nemesis. I look forward to them about as much as I do a visit to the dentist. The last 2 exercises are incredibly hard to do after all of this stuff. The first being a single leg bridge to raise and engage your glutes. And then everything ends with a plank, as long as you can hold that. Lee then takes all these timings and numbers and gives you an assessment. The weekly exercise schedule was built to reflect what needed work, right? We'll get into the weekly program that I'm currently in a minute, but just know that every couple of months I would do another full assessment, and Lee would then create the next set of program exercises for the next 8 weeks. So this is a shot of the last 4 assessments. You can see the improvement in each one. And I'm particularly proud of the last one, given that I had just come back from 8 weeks of no exercise due to a minor surgery. Okay, so what does the weekly program look like? All right, here we go. Trailside Fitness, trainer size app. There's my dashboard. Okay, so there's my strength training and hill repeats and training hike all within the week, and as well as my recovery and mobility. Sometimes these change days depending on my work schedule, but they all get done within the 7 days. Okay, strength training. So we start with ankle dorsiflexion, which is just 50 pounds on your knee, moving it over your toe to stretch out your ankles. And then we move into the world's greatest stretch, which is probably my singular favorite for stretching out your body. Hits just about everything. Then lateral walks, peroneals, that's a band around your feet, keeping your ankles straight. Then the wall push dead bug for some nice ab training. And then we move into, 3 rounds of deadlifts. That's about 40 pounds right now. Push-ups, cross-body mountain climbers, and the singular toughest stretch ever for the top of your quads, the couch stretch. Then we move into lunge heel raises. Oh my God, my knees creak on that one. And then the dynamic balance. I just fold up my yoga pad 4 times and stand on that for some balance training. Then we go into strength 2, more ankle dorsiflexion and world's greatest stretch. There's that ankle dorsiflexion move with 50 pounds. Then we move into the banded side step with an extra heavyweight band around my legs. I actually really like this one for getting those IT band stretches in. Then a hollow body hold. And then we go into 3 sets of side lunges. I do not look as good as that young lady, as you can see. Alternating dumbbell overhead press. That's about a 15-pound weight for me. Then the Russian twist with a 10-pound plate and a chest stretch. Then we move into the front rack wall sit. I use 10 pounds in each hand, and I can do that for about a minute. And then the around the world with a 15-pound weight. Hill repeats. I took a video a while back, so I'll just show you what the hill repeats are all about. You throw on your pack and you just find a set of stairs or a hill and go up and down. I used a local toboggan hill. Then the training hike. Well, I'll let you see the training hike all by itself. Oh, good morning, everybody. We're off for a training hike this morning, and we'll see how it goes. Well, we're about the 2-mile mark, and I can honestly say it feels like minus 20. So that last half mile that I just did was it was a wind tunnel. So I don't have chapped lips, but I might have chapped cheeks, and I'm not talking about the ones on my face. So I'm ready for a pack off break, and in good Canadian fashion, the pack off break will happen at Tim Hortons. Now for the back half of the training hike. Since I've had my nice warm tea, the temperature has changed from minus 12 Celsius with a wind chill of minus 20 to minus 11 with a wind chill of minus 18. So we're getting warmer. All right, back half, here we go. Then Lee gives a great recovery and mobility sequence. So cork ball comes in really handy for all that. And then if I'm really sore, I use my trekking pole. Well, obviously at home I'll use a roller, but basically this is everything, 4 weeks worth of training at a time. And then, as I said before, we go right back into the assessment. But you can see everything that I've already done, and it just goes back and back and back and back and back. And there is that assessment, which I did on December 10th. So there you have it, everybody. That's a look at the training calendar that I've had for the last 2 years, but specific to this video is everything on the right-hand side of that calendar for 2024. Pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. That's a lot of dedication to getting ready to hike the AT. Coming soon.